What's up, Virgo? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I have been letting everyone know that I've just been playing catch up because I took a lot of time off in July. I needed to kind of recharge, so I feel amazing now. And yeah, I wanted to get these out. Now, I know it's technically mid month, but you guys will be getting mid month readings as well as love readings. And I'm hoping that in September, everything is back to normal. I'm back on my regular grind. You know, I'm all caught up and, a normal human being again. But I hope that you guys have been having a good summer. And thank you again for your patience. So let's see what's going on with you guys in August. Now, this will be a past, present, and future read for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So let's see what's up, guys. Now, I did want to speak to you guys specifically. That's the reason I saved you for last. Because I feel like there are certain times of the year, or just in life, that there are certain signs that could be affected by just things happening astrologically and just life in general. And lately, I don't know why, because I don't have any Virgos in my life that I'm close to, that there's any sort of bad energy or any sort of resentment. But I've been feeling a very strong energy for Virgo. So I wanted to end with you guys just because I don't know what I'm going to get with your cards, okay? Now, I'm hoping that these come out well. But the reason I say all this is because a lot of the Virgos I've been helping out or dealing with lately have either been in heavy situations where they are kind of self-sabotaging, or being in a situation with someone that can be doing that. It all depends on whether you're a lower or a higher vibrational Virgo. Now, what does that mean? Okay, a higher vibrational Virgo is somebody that has gone through a lot of lessons. They've learned what works for them in life and what doesn't. They know that there's certain things in life that they can't control, and they don't beat themselves up for what they can't control. Okay, and that's going to go with any sign. A lower vibrational sign is someone who keeps making the same mistakes, someone who is not awakened at all, someone who hasn't learned, their lesson with very important things in life, and they kind of put themselves in a cycle of something that's not going to end until they have that wake-up call. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you guys. I've been very curious to do your reading. And know that I left you as last out of love, not out of a bad thing, okay? Because I really just want to dig into this and see what's going on. Now, the energy that we have here, beautiful. You have the Five of Cups in the reverse, okay? I like this because if there's anything that was causing you any sort of loss, any sort of sadness, this is you finally seeing the light of day, where before you might have been focused on the problem. Now you're focused on that light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that there's more that life has to offer, okay? And beautiful, guys. Okay, so I am reading to a lot of high vibrational Virgos where there is a decision that you guys make, especially after some healing that you may have gone through, where this decision is going to be amazing. So this is going to be something where you feel like you've won the lottery. You feel like life takes such a good and positive turn. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Now, the first card that we have here for the past is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe someone that you guys stopped talking to, or someone that stopped talking to you. This could be an idea that you had that, you tried putting it forward, but it just wasn't working out for you. And guys, just an FYI, this tough energy that all the signs are feeling, it will be, pretty much gone around mid-September. So if you feel like you've been getting hit extra hard with stuff, don't worry about it. Just breathe, meditate, swim the ocean if you need to, but just know it's going to pass, all right? We have the Seven of Wands here. So there's something that you did not move forward with, and you really stood your ground with it through any adversity that came. But you guys removed yourself from something that was very toxic for you, okay? So that's good. For some of you, it could have been a third-party situation you were involved in. For others, maybe a very toxic work environment where you're saying no more. For others of you, maybe it's just friends that you're like, wow, you're actually pretty shitty friends, so let me drop you. So just something here that's being dropped, okay? For some of you, this could also be a card where you just don't want to go out. You just don't want to be social. You kind of just want to be home. And if that's what was going on in the past, I totally get that. I myself had to go through it last month just to recharge, okay? So I totally get it, guys. Now, the next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, something where there can be some financial struggle. Maybe someone's feeling rejected, left out in the cold. Okay, feeling some sort of loss. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. So a decision that you make that could put you in a bad place temporarily, or that could put you in some sort of financial struggle. But with the Hanged Man, you made this choice to let something go, or to just allow someone or something to let you go, because you want to go with the flow of your soul. So the fact that you guys let this go or allowed it to leave, it's because your soul just wasn't for it. It's something that before was probably being forced. And now you guys are in a place that whatever it is that you went through, whatever pain it was that you had to get over, or loss it was that you had to get over, you get to the point where it's like, you know what? I'm not going to overexert myself. I'm not going to bend over backwards for a situation or a person that may not do the same for me. Okay? So I feel like you guys are just kind of moving in a smarter way. Now, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, so something here does not work. There's something that you guys let go. There's something that is just not worth the effort anymore. Okay? And maybe it was some sort of secret about a third-party situation here that you're removing yourself from with that Hermit card. Alright? We still have that Three of Cups in the reverse there. So let's see what this is. Why is this Eight of Pentacles? We have the Hermit card again. So you guys really choose to you choose to remove yourselves from a situation that you didn't see as working. With the Hermit card, this is you. This is, you know, a card that represents Virgo. And with this Hermit card, this is someone who's very wise. This is someone, you know, in this case, you know, they're older, but it's someone who has gone through so many experiences where they're able to make an educated, good guess on how something is going to go. Is this going to be absolutely disastrous? Is this something that is actually going to be good for me? So you guys really take that moment to retreat and say, okay, where am I in my life right now? And is that how I want to continue? If not, how do I change that? So I really feel like you guys just stop putting yourselves out there in certain areas of your life just to kind of refocus. Okay, that's what I'm feeling more than anything. And you have the Three of Wands in the reverse. So there's something that you definitely know you're not going to move forward with. Something that's definitely not working for you. And you're just very guarded towards it. Okay, if it's a job for some of you that you left, maybe you're just being, you know, super tight with money, but you're just holding on to money. But whether it was you or someone else, there could have definitely been some sort of disappointment or heartbreak here. Okay, but now that you found clarity and you have that sense of, you know, that epiphany that you got to, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's either going to lead you to a lot of wealth, okay, some good money that's coming in, or just you feeling very abundant, but you had to go through something that just didn't serve you anymore. Now, you have, for the first card for your present moment, the Empress card in the reverse. All right, so there is something here that you don't want to move forward with. Okay, either there's a delay on it or you just don't want to move forward with it altogether. You have the Justice card in the reverse. So if there's any injustices that you were putting on the table, you don't want to go in that direction anymore. If there is someone else who's causing you to feel like something's not fair, then I see you not wanting to move forward with it. And we have the Temperance card. So the fact that you move out of this, your soul is like, thank you for getting me out of that bullshit. Okay, so this is a good thing. You guys are moving in a way where your soul is being very strong. And it's because of someone or something that you guys let go of. Now, I like this because now I'm starting to realize that the energies that everyone's just been feeling lately, it could have pushed you to an awakening. Because when we have turmoil, when we have difficult situations in our life, when we have any sort of pain in our life, that's what causes an awakening. That's what causes us to see life in a more realistic way. So even if there was bullshit that you went through, I feel like it helped you. I feel like you took what you had to from it and you moved forward with, you know, just as a more knowledgeable person about how life works. Now, the next card for this reading, and also the center of the reading, which recently I've just been putting a lot more emphasis on because it's the one card that connects every other card. We have the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, you could have a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that is extremely important to you around this time. If there's no water sign around you that's holding significance, you are now putting yourself in a place where you are taking power of your emotion. With the Queen of Cups, despite the fact that it could be a water sign, you know, think of water, think of oceans, think of rivers, lakes. It has so many healing properties. So you guys are putting yourself in a place where you can move forward in a way that you're comfortable with the emotions and the energies around you, where you're being more transparent with your emotions on what's working for you, what's not working for you. And there's just kind of this gentle connection that you have with your soul and what it needs to feel good. And I think that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. All right, so let's see why this Queen of Cups is here. For some of you, like I said, it's going to be a person. For others of you, it's going to be a feeling. Now, if it is a person, even if it's not a water sign, it's just someone who's very loving, very kind, very tender, very motherly, okay? And you have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Now, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, this could be some sort of promiscuous activity here. Maybe coming from someone else or coming from you. But someone who is coming off very charming, a good talker, but they're not necessarily reliable. So let's see where this is going. You have the Death card. So with the Death card, I just feel like you're deciding there's a huge change that needs to happen here. Okay, I need to change something that wasn't working for me so I can birth something new, because there's something here that feels debilitating. So you guys are walking away from something that was just extremely chaotic, and there could be new offers that you're looking at, but you want to make sure that you're in a good place, and that if you're making an offer, especially to another person, that they're in a good place too. Okay, you have the last card here for the present moment as the Queen of Wands. Right, so this could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, or just someone who's extremely passionate, and they're known for their passion in certain things. Someone who kind of, you know, can just walk into a room and they don't need to ask for respect. People just see them and they're like, okay, I respect you for whatever it is you're doing. I respect it. Okay, so let's see why this Queen of Wands is here and what the significance of this Queen of Wands is. All right, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so whether it's something new that you're getting into that has to do with your creativity, or something that you're building, or a new person, I see something looking very good for you. But I feel like there's still illusions that you have in your mind about whatever you had to let go of from the past. Okay. Why is this Queen of Wands here? Again, that Seven of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to pull another card here, because there's a sense of, okay, actually, no, I don't need another card. This says it all here. So the reason why you guys find balance here with the Six of Pentacles is because you put a lot of logical thinking into what the most realistic path forward is going to be for you, what's going to work most for you. You're not looking at your heart at this point. You're looking at logic. Right, so you're moving past something where either you were manipulating someone, or someone could have been manipulating you, or there's just something that you're simply not going to try to manifest anymore, because you want something new, because you want a new journey, you want new happiness. And there's something here that realistically you guys weren't even that into it genuinely, whether it was a job or a person. There's just something that wasn't genuine for you, and you lose faith in it. So you're just letting go of something that you were probably better without anyways. Okay, now again, all of these energies, guys, could be transferable. So it could be something that you're feeling or a person that you're dealing with. Okay, now moving forward, the first card that we have here is the King of Swords in reverse. All right, so with this energy, I always warn people to just be careful around this, whether you guys are coming off like this or someone's coming off this way towards you. But this is a very cruel energy. Someone could be abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. Someone who's very selfish. Someone who's not going to care about others. They only care about, how can I benefit from this? I don't give a crap how they benefit from it. How do I benefit from it? All right? And that could be tied into your new start. But now we can actually look at this in another way. Maybe you guys have been pressed so hard on something where you were trying to be cool about it, where you were trying to go about things in a calm way, but you get pushed to the point where it's like you finally react and you're saying, look, I'm going to be selfish and I'm going to cut this out because it's not doing me any good. I'm going towards a new start. So for all of you, it's just depending on what side of the spectrum you're on here. All right, and you have the Star card in the reverse. So there's something that you guys just lose faith in, okay? especially if it was some sort of third-party situation or just a group of people you have to remove yourself from. Even if it was some sort of depression that you're going through, is, you know, there's just kind of that sense of waking up one day and saying, oh my God, I can do better than this. I can do more than this. I need to move past this. I can't be in this position anymore. Okay, so you know that there's something that you're not seeing eye to eye with. There's an area in your life where maybe you weren't appreciating someone the way that you should have, or maybe they weren't appreciating you, but it's just not working. And we have the Magician in the reverse, so there's either manipulation here, or again, you're just not trying to manifest this any further. So you're really guarding yourself towards something that I don't feel was good for you at all. All right, Ace of Cups in the reverse, so definitely letting something go. Now, the last card that we have for the future is the Ten of Wands. So with the Ten of Wands, there's going to be a heavy burden that you can feel in regards to this. Let's see, you know, why this card is here. We have the Five of Swords, card of conflict. Okay, everything's flying out. All right. Okay, guys. So let's talk about this. So yes, there's burden. Yes, somebody feels a sense of conflict. But you guys are fully awakened at this point. You have the High Priestess, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Wands in reverse. Regardless whether you're male or female, I don't look at these cards as, you know, the king being the strongest and the queen being a little bit weaker. I don't see it like that. I just see it as our general energies, you know, in regards to a situation. So when I see a king, whether you're male or female, it's you taking the highest route for your higher self. Doing something where you're going to be at your strongest. With the High Priestess, your intuition is on. It is on point. At this time, and this could be anywhere from, you know, maybe a month to 2 out. At this point, guys, if there is any sort of hesitation that you feel towards a person, a job, a situation, listen to it. Your intuition is going to be so heightened. And with the Five of Wands in the reverse, if there's burden, if there's conflict, you want no part. Okay, so this could honestly just be the environment around you, but you're going to choose to change your environment. So I think that this is very beautiful, because what ended up happening, you guys ended up putting yourself in a position where even if there was something shitty you had to get out of, you're wiser, you're awakened, you understand your heart and your soul and your spirit more. You're going to do what makes your soul feel good, not what looks good or not what society is doing. You're going to follow your soul, okay? It's a complicated process when you start going towards things that your soul wants as opposed to things that your ego wants, okay? The ego is going to say, ooh, you know, that guy is so hot. You know, I would love to just, you know, see what's going on with him, even though he might be married, that sort of thing. But the soul is going to say, hold up, no, you have some sort of soulmate out there. You have something that's going to be great for you. Don't go for that. So you want to make sure that you're going towards something that will genuinely make you feel good, even if it's not the popular, you know, decision, as opposed to going towards something that will make you feel good in the moment, where it's like you see that, I don't know, that new Mercedes, and it's like, I know I just bought a Range Rover last year, but I think I want this Mercedes, let me get it. It's like, you're fine, your car's pretty much new, you know, so you might not need that right now. So that's kind of like the ego saying, I want this. So we really have to find a place where, you know, aside from all our material objects, despite, you know, the people that could be around us, without all of the extra shit, what makes you feel good as a person? When you meditate and when you get deep into it, where you can really just quiet your mind, what is the source of your happiness? Okay, money can help, but it's not going to be money. Sometimes love can help, but we need to find, you know, a sense of happiness and peace without the attachment to another person. Okay, what makes your soul happy? All right, so I am going to pull you guys an oracle card, and I am using the deck Oracle of Visions by Cara Marchetti. So let's see what's up here. And I'm going to read you guys the energy at the bottom of the deck once the card does fly out, okay? And there it goes. I don't know why my cards keep playing with me right now and they keep falling on the floor. Alright, so we have your energy here. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, I'm like so mobile right now because of all the weight that I gained, but I'm down 10 pounds so far, just about 10 pounds. So I'm excited. Okay, if you guys want to see what I used to look like a year ago, go to my Instagram, High Vibrations 44, so you can have a good laugh with me, but I'm getting back to it. Now guys, let's see what's going on here. So the card that fell out, very beautiful, number 19. Okay, if I am not mistaken, this is kind of a card of dwelling on the past. Okay, and we have number 30. Looks like Little Red Riding Hood in the eye of the wolf. Let's find out what this means, because I really feel like there's something that these cards are trying to gear you against, not towards. So let's see what this is. So we have danger, fear as the energy. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. In the darkness, our fears feed from us and grow. Our imaginations nourish them and give them form. In return, they can weaken us further or trigger our defenses. This scene, a clear take on Little Red Riding Hood, it reinforces the concept that danger may not always be obvious. It may be hidden or disguised. In some cases, we are utterly fooled or taken by surprise and will suffer the consequences. But very often, we have a sense that all is not right, that something is out of place. Our basic instincts are triggered and our senses are alerted. Is this a time for caution or boldness? Is all as it should be? Is all that he claims to be? Or is he all that he claims to be? Is the offer too good to be true? Okay, so again, you know, your reading covered that, where there could be something that's offered to you guys or something that tries to come back in, but I feel like, you know, especially with that High Priestess that came in at the end, you guys will have that gut instinct of whether something is good or bad. Okay, and it could be something as subtle as when you get some sort of offer, or when you get asked to go out with somebody, anything like that. If there's any slight like, fuck, how do I get out of this, or, you know, damn, you know, I should say yes but I really don't want to, anything like that, just remove yourself. Okay, you don't need tarot, you don't need, you know, psychics or anything to help you. We all have that inner intuition. You could use it as guidance, but your gut is there, guys. If you feel like something is off, really pay attention to that to avoid any further disasters. Okay, now number 19, let's see what this is about. Contemplation, analysis, awareness. Man is the only animal for whom his own existence is a problem which he has to solve. Card 19. While we share common traits with all other living entities and are indeed linked to them in so many ways, our humanity is probably best defined by our awareness of ourselves. We alone can look up at the sky and contemplate our role in the universe. We alone have the freedom or choice and the capability of rational thought beyond survival and procreation. We alone can question relative values and choose right from wrong. Our consciousness is both a blessing and a burden. It provides us with the ability to ponder and question. More than any other living entities, we have the capacity to consider variables and options for the future, and to be either encouraged or concerned about the possibilities. Alright, so this is just a sense of you guys really having to be honest with yourself. The best way I look at that, whether it's a person if I'm deciding I should move forward with, or if it's a job that I could take, or if it's just maybe someone I've been friends with for a while, should I drop this person or should I continue this friendship? It comes down to one thing. You have to look at all of your experiences with this person as a whole. Okay, or with the situation as a whole. Have you gotten more good or more bad out of it? Even if there's good things that you've gotten, maybe it was a lot of money, things like that. How was your soul throughout all of this? Were you 100% okay with having this in your life? Sometimes there's things that don't suit us, but we stick around because we don't necessarily have a reason not to. I know that you guys have all been there, where you'll have a friend or maybe a group of friends where it's just like, They haven't necessarily done anything bad, but I just can't get comfortable around these people. You really, really have to listen to that, because that's your soul trying to warn you of something. I myself, because I moved to Florida about 2 or 3 years ago, and of all places, I went to this like spiritual church retreat, right? And I met someone that we clicked because we had a lot of similarities in the fact that we were just very strong individuals. But there's just something about this person that was off, that I couldn't put my finger on it. And, I didn't really have friends because I had just moved out here. They had just moved out here too. So they were like, yeah, let's do dinner. And I'm the type of person that when we speak, and, I'm going to get back to this, but when we speak, I'm going to look you in the eye. I'm going to want to know what's up with you. If there's any sort of hesitation with me looking you in your eye, it's not because I'm not good at eye contact. It's because something about your soul just doesn't feel right to me, okay? And I'm just trying to figure that out. So that's why I'm looking in the other directions. So with this person, they ended up doing the most foul shit. Not to me, but to someone that I know. And I felt guilty because I had brought them into my circle just to begin with. I had invited this person into my home just to begin with. And I'm like, damn, Lissette, from the moment you met this person, you felt that something was off. Why didn't you listen? All right? And that's where our intuition is really going to come in. So there's something here where I don't think that it's going to come out looking like the devil. I don't. I think that it's something that might seem innocent, that might look innocent, but this is when you're going to have to listen to your gut instinct and say, is this going to be good or bad? Is this something that I realistically can afford to get into right now if it doesn't work out? Okay? So really just be honest with yourselves. And another thing too is when you're trying to make these decisions, really assess where you are in life as well. If you feel like you're down, if you feel like you've been going through a lot of struggles or maybe addictions, things like that, understand that your energy and your aura is going to be weaker than usual, which, in essence will attract weak energies as well. When I'm in a bad place, when I'm not happy with myself, I don't go out. I don't chill with people. I stay home until I get out of that funk, because the last thing I want to do is go out to some sort of bar or something and meet a group of people. They're like, oh my God, you're awesome, let's hang out. And it's probably going to be a really shitty group of people because I know how I'm coming off. And I understand how strong energies are. And I understand how this world works. Okay, if there's a lot of bad things happening around certain people, they probably somehow brought it in. Okay, and I want to be very careful with how I said that, because someone got offended once, and I was just talking about getting into bad situations and attracting, narcissists and abusive people, and they said, oh, so do you think that I asked for this abuse? Do you think I asked to get my ass beat for all these years? And I've been there before, so it's not something I take lightly, and I'm like, no, of course you didn't ask for it, but I guarantee you when you met that person, you were in a really shitty place. And then there was silence. Because it was true. The situation I was in that was really bad, I was in a really bad place, in a very vulnerable place. But you guys also have to be careful, because if it's the opposite, where you're doing really well in life and you're very heightened right now with what it is that you're doing, you're making good money, you're making great friends, you're making good connections, you're building something great, yes, you're going to attract a lot of people who are doing the same things, and that's awesome. But you're also going to attract people who need that, and they want to soak you in like a sponge. And if you have the extra energy to give them, go for it. Okay? But I wouldn't suggest necessarily throwing yourself into mentoring and building another person unless you're truly where you want to be. Because when people see you doing well and they really want to latch on, you have to ask why. It's like, would you still have this view on me if I wasn't doing good? Okay? And that's something I always kind of question myself with, because I know that there's people in my life who are genuine. And, not too long ago, I had to drop a lot of people because it's just like, when I wasn't doing well, you never paid mind to me. And now that, I'm doing things, now you want tips. Now you want to come over. Now you want to, have dinner all the time. It's like, no, I'm not here for that shit. You have to be shooting with me in the gym if you want to be having steak with me later on, okay, at the steakhouse. So that's what it comes down to. So really just know where you are. If something is coming in, just ask yourself, you know, where am I in life? Is this something that's going to be good for me? Or is this something that is just, you know, too good to be true? Okay, so just be careful, because you guys might have, you know, a wolf in sheep's clothing around you. So I just want to make sure that you guys are avoiding anything that could be more detrimental to your life than what it has to be. Okay, so Virgo, I love you guys. Like I said, you guys will be getting a mid-month reading as well as a love reading for this month. Thank you for your likes, for your subscriptions. Definitely subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, High Vibrations 44. Now, for those of you that do want a personal reading, I've been letting everybody know that, you know, I've been a bit backed up. So I want to be realistic, because I've been putting in like super crazy hours. And if I continue this, I'll get burnt out again, and then I'll have another delay. And I really just want to avoid that. So right now, the wait time is anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, full weeks. So if you guys can wait that time, perfect. Make your purchase, hold your spot, and I'll send it out when I get to it. And I do everything in the order that it comes in. If there's any sort of changes that happen, like if you purchase a reading now to ask a certain question, but then you get your answer, but you haven't, you know, received the reading, then just shoot me an email. You can change whatever you were asking. I'm super flexible, so I'm definitely willing to work with you guys. If you need to hear from me very quickly, you have 2 options. One, you can either get a same-day question on my website, so it's kind of like a 3-minute video I send you. You can ask me one question, you get it that day or the next, and then I have emergency readings as well. So you guys will hear from me again within a day or 2. I said 24 hours on the website, but I'm going to say up to 2 days at most, just because I'm still kind of playing catch-up and don't want to get too overwhelmed. And then actually, third option, where for iPhone users, I have an app, or I'm on an app rather, called Instant Go. All of these links, everything I just spoke about, is all in the description. So you guys can literally just download that app. My direct link is in the description, and yeah, there it's same-day questions as well. But yeah, so you can ask me whatever. I'll send it to you either that day or the next. If it's the weekend, it could take up to 2-3 days, because I don't check it as often on the weekends. Okay, guys? So I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you guys are making smart decisions. So I'm sending you guys love. I'm sending you discernment to make sure that you're always on the right path. And other than that, I will see you guys for your mid-months. Take care, guys. I love you.